Anything else, Commissioner Eggers?
Yeah, first of all, appreciate some of the comments about the housing. There are a lot of folks. We got contacted by somebody from Oldsmar who is really on the edge. They do everything, quote, right. They pay their bills. But they're finding it hard to get help to make sure that they don't become another victim of a housing issue. So there's a lot of folks like that. A lot of people are within that one paycheck of having issues. So it's not an easy solution. I understand it, but we ought to keep doing it a little bit at a time. And again, the project in Oldsmar, adding that amount of housing at the upper end starts to free housing up at different levels as well. So I think we can start to see some benefit there as well. So we're going to keep working at the top end and keep working at the, on all the different levels of AMI. So I think that's important. One of the folks that called in about Pace Commercial, and I sure would like to look at that. I would venture to guess that we probably have done none. We may have done one or two. I don't know.
Not done any.
Yeah. And the issue of helping, you never do a construction project without, occasional payments throughout the process. You don't have the money to put it all at once, and banks don't lend it that way. They lend it as project is completed. So I certainly would like to revisit that again and see how what we can do to address it. There's probably some restrictions on it, but if we're going to have the program, then we need to make it accessible to our businesses. If we're not going to have a program that works for anybody, then we can might as well get rid of it. But I think we can do something better than what we have now. So I look forward to that conversation. And then let's see. The only other thing I was going to bring up is what I brought up before. I asked the county attorney when I can put an item on the agenda for discussion again at a commission meeting, and this would be about term limits in light of the fact that we now have a petition process in the works. I thought it might be a good idea again to have that discussion at a commission meeting. I'm not going to do it today, but I am going to bring it up at this time at the next meeting for conversation. And again, I think some of the points that were made today are so incredibly important. About giving our residents a chance, a voice, again, that they had once before. Helping them through the process of not having to go through that arduous process to get now 60,000 votes, signatures for the petition to get on the vote. I'm talking about a proposal that I brought forward, which was 3 terms, and I know that the one on the ballot's going to be 2 terms, or their effort is going to be for 2 terms. So I just thought because of that, it'd be an opportunity for us to look at it one more time before we get into a time crunch. So I will be bringing it up at the next commission meeting at this point in the meeting. Thank you. That's all I had.
Thank you. Commissioner Gerard.
Yeah, just to go back to the housing